Hey everybody! So as mentioned, today we're going to show you how to prepare a file for a life-size cutout. We're going to show you how to find a high-res image off of Google Images, and then the process is going to be the same if you have your own image. So we're going to show you in Canva how to prepare your life-size cutout file. So let's get after it. So the first thing we're going to do, we'll just start fresh here on Google. So you probably know how to find a Google image, but when you find a Google image, it may not be high res. So we're going to show you how to do that. So let's say we want to do a Taylor Swift uh, life-size cutout. So we're going to type in the word Taylor Swift standing. We want to make sure that we're selecting the word standing because we're doing a life-size cutout. We are going to want to have her feet in the image, etc. So it's something like these aren't great, but we could go with an image like this. Now, the one thing you're going to want to do is to make sure you're filtering only high-res images. Google has this button here called Tools. If you click Tools, there's a bunch of things that say size, color, usage rights. Size, you'll want to change it to large, and it'll filter out large photos for you only. Now, if you're doing just something for like a personal event or fan art, as best I understand it, you can just kind of use anything you want. However, if you're doing anything for commercial purposes or for a business or doing a whole bunch of them, obviously you need to make sure you have the rights to the image. But if you're doing something for like a birthday party, probably, or anything like that, this would work totally fine in my understanding of it. So let's say we take this image here, click it. We've sorted standing, tools. All you're going to do is right click it, save image as. By filtering it to large, you're going to avoid also getting what's called a WebP file, which is not an actual file. So you're going to make sure this says PNG or JPEG. You're going to download that image. Once you have that image downloaded, then you can take it into Canva. You go into your Canva account, and you're going to Canva is a free online design tool, which works great for all this sort of thing. When you get in here, when we do life-size cutouts, they're usually done on a canvas of 36 inches by 72 inches. So I'll just show you that. So if we go to our life-size cutout page, we usually recommend 36 by 72 for the overall area. See that right there? So you're going to go into Canva, create a design, custom size, switch it to, it usually defaults to pixels, so make sure you switch it to the measurement, unit of measurement to inches, and then you're going to type 36 by 72, and that's going to give you a rectangle that's going to help you create the boundaries for how big your image is going to be. And then you go to your uploads because you recently downloaded the file. You would upload the file, you'd find your Taylor Swift photo, and then you would bring it in. So it's going to look something like this. Now, in a lot of cases, these images have a background. This one's got the dots. Even if it had like a crowd noise or scenery or something like that, again, whether it's your own photo or not, you can hit this button in Canva, a great tool, hit Edit Image, and then there's a button here called BG Remover, which stands for Background Remover. Click that button, it'll get rid of all the other stuff. Now, because we have, you can see our purple box here is covering the whole area. Before I expand it, I like to crop that. So if you click the crop button, just get rid of all the space that we don't need so that when we're playing with our image, it's just a little easier. So now you have this image, 36 by 72, and you can expand it full size. Now you can tell right away, like if you go too big, it won't fit on the area. So that's why it's nice to have this scaled instead of just sending a blank photo. And you may not wind up being able to fill the whole 72, but you're going to be pretty close. And boom, now you have your file. And I like to name the file. So Taylor Swift 36 by 72. Then you would share it, download, and you'd always, when you're downloading something for printing, always download the PDF print file. And in this case, you don't need crop marks and bleed because we're going to be doing a custom cut around there. And you always want to download the CMYK version because CMYK is the inks that is in print equipment as opposed to RGB, which is the colors that are used to make up the colors on your computer screen or any sort of digital display. Hit download, and now you have a file. So we'll take a look at our PDF. Boom. Now we have, like, it's not a super great photo, but this is probably the minimum standard you would want to use for a life-size cutout. But that's what the benefit of using the Canva tool is. It's going to give you a really good idea of what your PDF is going to look like. Now, before we show you how to order that, let's do one more here. So let's do, just to show you if you had an original photo, 48 by 72. So let's say you're doing something that's 48 by 72, a little bit wider. If you ever see it says we're bigger than the, it says must be 37.6 or less. So if you ever have a design in like a large banner or something big, just design it at the same proportions at half size. So in this case, we want to do a 36 by 72 for a couple. So you're going to go 24 by 36, which would be 48 by 72 for the finish size. Both numbers are doubled. So say you had a scan of a photo. We have one here, for example, already. There we go. Let's say you have a nice photo like this. All the steps are the same. So you're going to go into Edit Image. You're going to hit Background Remover. And this tool is really quite fantastic from Canva. And then you can just go in and you can fill the area up as needed. That might be a bit too big. And actually that dress at the bottom is going to create a nice like base or something like that. So that's how you would do it if you were doing your own artwork. So like I said, the white space will all be what's cut out, and then you go ahead and order. So once you have your file downloaded, you would go to you can go to our site and you can order a life-size cutout, 36 by 72. That's the overall area. We'll still cut it to, it'll still be cut to the custom size, and then you just pick how many you want, add it to the cart, and upload your file that we downloaded, and then you would just check out online. So here's where you would do the Taylor Swift upload, and you're done. And then you just check out, and that's how you find a high-res image on Google Images. That's how you remove the background in Canva, scale it and crop it, and get it ready for printing. So hopefully that's been helpful. If you have any questions, let us know. Thanks a lot.